Hey everybody, it's Derek and welcome back to CRM Tip of the Day's Video Tips, your source for tips and step-by-step instruction on the latest version of Microsoft Dynamics CRM. So with the most recent update of Dynamics 365 being GA this week, my intent was to go in and show you kind of the normal tip of the day video on how to move around and what are some of the things that are different and some of the new features that they introduced. Specifically wanted to look at the unified interface. I know there's already been a lot of talk on the unified interface, a lot of posts on the unified interface, and we've even done a few at CRM tip of the day. I wanted to go in and show you that, but then I ran into a little bit of an issue. Let me show you what that was. So when I went into Customer Service Hub and I clicked on cases, the first thing that jumped out at me was I didn't have a new button. I had no option to be able to create a case inside Customer Service Hub. So then I thought, well, what happens if I go ahead and open up an existing case? So I opened up an existing case, and what I found when I opened up an existing case was it's active in the system. It was just, however, read-only. Now, then I started to kind of do my normal deductions. Well, what's going on? So then I thought, well, maybe it's a permissions issue. But when I would go into the regular customer service app inside the web interface, I could create a case and I had no issues with there. So then I was thinking, okay, well, there must be something within Customer Service Hub that's causing a little bit of an issue. I just so happened to have another instance spun up with Dynamics 365. And so just to be safe, I went into that one. And then I ran into something even a little bit more interesting inside Customer Service Hub. When I went into cases in here, I actually did have the new button, and if I created a case, I was able to go ahead and edit that case. So then I was kind of banging my head against the wall as far as, okay, what's going on? And I actually ended up reaching out to a very good friend of mine and a fellow MVP in Julia Yak, and she had run into the same issue, and she pointed me to the resolution. And what the resolution was is that the entity in my instance had actually been set to read only on mobile. So inside Dynamics 365, if I were to go back into the normal web-based application and go into settings and customizations, I would then be able to go ahead and on the case entity, I would see that it was set to read only and mobile. And sure enough, when I went into settings and customizations and customized the system and went into the case entity, it was indeed set to read only on mobile. So once I went in and I checked that, problem solved. Everything was kind of back to normal. So I go back into here. I see that read only on mobile is selected. I hit save and I hit publish. Now, while this is publishing and we're getting back to kind of where we were, you may be asking yourself, okay, well that's great, but what was the cause of it? Well, it turns out that it was actually the community portal solution. For some reason, when we install the community portal solution into this environment, it sets the case entity to read only in mobile, which, as everybody has kind of talked about, is, the unified interface is built for the mobile interface. So if it's set to read only on mobile, even if you're accessing Customer Service Hub through the normal web interface, it is going to be set to read only. So one of the things to be aware of, if all of a sudden you go into your Customer Service Hub and your entity is set to read only, first thing that I would, or your entity is not giving you that capability, the first thing I would do is just go in and verify that it's not set to read only in mobile. That should fix the problem. But then the reason behind that is likely that you had a community portal solution installed. Now, what I haven't been able to verify is if it was just with the community portal solution or if it was with kind of all portal solutions in general. So if it was the customer service portal and the custom portal as well, but definitely something to be aware. So if you have a situation where you can't create cases in the new customer service hub, it's likely because they've been set to read only in mobile. You turn that off and now everything is ready to go. And I can create cases just like we normally would. So that's going to do it for all of us here at CRM Tip of the Day. This is Derek saying thanks again for watching, everybody. Take care and have a good one.